All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. Let's take a look at our subscription goal. We are sitting at almost 9,300. We need 700 more subs to hit that 10K goal to give that $1,000 giveaway. And then we have 12K subs coming up to send a couple people to some games of their choice. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Dennis Burns is at the top. We have Kellen on this week. He's doing a great job so far, but that is the leaderboard right now. If you see your guys' name, reach out to us. BearsProfitPlays@gmail.com or on Twitter, BearsProfit @BearsProfit, and we need to get you guys set up so we can give you guys your picks out for the next couple of weeks. If you see your name, make sure you reach out. Also, if you want to become a member on our YouTube channel, we're going to be giving away $50 weekly to our members on YouTube. We have 15 to 20 right now. So if you become a member for just $4.99 a month, you have a chance to win $50 weekly. We're going to be doing that on our live show. We're going to put everybody on the wheel. We're going to spin it and give away $50 a week. So make sure you guys come check that out. Only $4.99 a month. Very cheap over there. And our plays are actually better over there as well. So guys, is going to do it. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get some NCAA basketball picks and props for Tuesday, December 19th slated games. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I had a great day. I gave out Marist minus 12.5 versus Maryland Eastern Shore. I had a couple people in the comments saying too big of a spread. Why are they favored that big? They're not a good team. Well, guess what? They dominated in this game. Maryland Eastern Shore only scored 18 points in the first half. Gave me a flashback of K-State just a couple days ago. But Marist, they ended up winning this game by 24 points. So we covered basically double what we needed.
Yeah, and I had Oakland plus 15.5 going up against Michigan State. It was a pretty tightly contested game in the first half. Michigan State took a 20-plus point lead late, and then Oakland lost the game by 17. So kind of a tough beat there, but we did go 0-1. Zach, you want to talk about your games from last night?
Sure. I think you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think I did select Wake Forest to be victorious, and I think I also had UCF.
I think we had Tarleton under and Wake Forest. Let me see what the spread was. Minus 19.5. Wake Forest won by 29, so you got that one. Okay. And then Tarleton lost, but you did get the under. So a 2-1 night. Not bad at all. Trey, let's take a look at the plays for tomorrow. How have you start us off?
I love to see that. Love to see the fire spewing off of Zach right there. But I'm going to be attacking this small school game, small school connoisseur over here. This Southern Utah at Montana State game. This should be a very entertaining game to watch. Both teams, though, they've been playing some below-average basketball than what we've seen over the past couple seasons from them. Because Southern Utah, they come in this game with a 3-7 record, but they are 7-2 ATS, but they are a whopping 0-6 on the road this season. And Southern Utah lost their last game at Northern Arizona by 2 points. And Montana State, they come in this game with a 4-5 record, and they're 2-4 ATS, and they're playing 500 basketball at home with a 3-3 home record. And Montana State, they did score 106 points in their last game, but it was against a Division III school. But they're at least feeling confident about their shot heading into this game. And I think that's going to propel them to a victory. Give me the home team here. I'm going to take Montana State minus 3.5. They have just simply dominated this matchup historically. In fact, Montana State, they beat Southern Utah in 5 straight seasons. And they've been winning those 5 games by an average score of 77-70. And I do expect them to keep their winning ways going here in this game because Montana State, they have a top 100 defense when it comes to field goal percentage and points allowed. In Southern Utah, they have a bottom 100 defense in both those categories. So give me the home team here in this game. I'm going to take Montana State minus 3.5.
Yeah, Trey, I like it. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at a great game here. I'm looking at Virginia going on the road to take on Memphis. I'm going to take Memphis minus 2.5 to win on their home floor against Virginia. Kind of a weird pick, I guess, because I feel like a lot of people are going to be on Virginia, but Memphis this season on their home floor, they have not lost a game. They put that to the test against number 13 Clemson in the last game. They beat them by 2, barely escaping. But in this game against Virginia, we're going to see how good this Memphis team really is. Everybody knows how Virginia is known for their defense. They're only allowing 53.3 points per game. This team loves to control the pace, make it as low scoring as possible. With their great defense, though, they're only scoring 66 points per game with the second slowest tempo in the nation on offense. Memphis, they're the exact opposite. They want to get out and run, and surprisingly enough, 79 points in that last game against Clemson was their worst offensive output of the 2023 season at home. They're scoring 80 points per game, but again, on their home floor, they've scored 90-plus points in every game but one against Clemson. This is going to be a fast-paced team going up against the slowest-paced team, and whoever controls this game is going to win. I have to believe with the home court of Memphis, they're going to control this game and run away with it at the end. Give me Memphis minus 2.5 as the play against Virginia. Zach, who do you like in this game or in a game?
If there's any indication, that's who I was going to pick as well. So great pick, Bear. I'm going to change mine on the fly, and I'm going to actually go – I actually saw a pretty intriguing matchup here. it's kind of a no-brainer. Obviously, it's USC over Alcorn State. However, I don't think that they're going to cover that. That's 16.5 points. And I just don't see Alabama State. They're another recent competitor of Wichita State in the recent past. They've come into the Roundhouse and they have put together a pretty strong team. So I wouldn't expect them to be a pushover or to come in here and lay down, especially since that will be a home game for Alcorn State. So I'm going to pick, would that be Alcorn State or Alabama State to cover
the 16? Yeah, cover the 16 and a half.
Yeah, and forgive me for saying Alcorn State, Alabama State.
Alabama State, yeah, I like that play. And again, USC, they've been really struggling. They lost to Long Beach. What, 2 game? What do you got your hand on your heads?
I just don't like people fading Brownie James. Come on now.
Okay, dude.
I knew you were going to say something about that.
He plays like 10 minutes a game.
He's an impact player.
Okay, I'm not gonna make fun of the kid because he literally had a heart attack a month ago and he's playing basketball, but he's not that good right now. I think he can be good, but give him some time maybe. But he's not really an impact right now. USC, they did lose to Long Beach as a 14-point favorite 2 games ago, and they've lost 3 straight. So, Zach, I do like that play there for you. Trey, let's go over to the player props. Have you start us off?
Just so depressing. But I was 0-1 on the player props. I took the L for Zach. I took his player. He pivoted and got the win. But I gave out Jalen Sellers to go over 15.5 points versus Maine. He only scored 13 points, but he played 28 minutes. So it was a little surprising that he didn't hit his over. But Maine, they were down early in this game. They were down 23 at half. So it looked like UCF just cruised to a victory after that.
Yeah, and I had Tyson Walker of Michigan State over 17.5 points, scored 15, and he didn't play the last 6 minutes of the game in the blowout against Oakland. So tough break there again. But we're going to bounce back today. Trey, start us off with those plays.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be attacking a guy that Bear's thrown out a couple times. Give me Bryce Hopkins to go over his points versus Marquette. I really love this over for Hopkins in this game because he's been Providence's go-to guy throughout this season, and I do expect that to continue here in this game because Hopkins, he's averaging a nice 17.2 points per game, and that average even goes up whenever he's playing at home to 19 points per game. And thankfully for us, Providence, they are playing at home in this game, and historically, Bryce Hopkins, he just shows up for this big matchup versus rival Marquette, because he's played them twice in his career so far, and he's averaging a massive 24 points per game against them. So he's definitely going to show up in this big home game. He has no reason not to show up. It's a big matchup. It's at home. Providence, they're having a great season so far, and they're going to want to keep it going here. So give me Bryce Hopkins to go over his points versus Marquette.
Yeah, Trey, I like it. I love Bryce Hopkins as well. But for my player prop tonight, I'm going to take David Jones, go over his total points going up against Virginia. Again, I have to mention that Virginia is the second best defense in the nation. And it might be difficult for Memphis to score some points in this game, but David Jones has been an absolute monster this season so far. He is top 20 in the nation in points per game, averaging 20.3 points per game. He has now scored 22-plus points in 4 consecutive games, and in college, that's basically unheard of unless your name's Zach Edey. And the reason he's scoring all these points is because the Memphis offense runs directly through him. He's attempted 140 shots this season with 65 free throw attempts, outscoring the next highest person on the Memphis team by nearly 80 points. He's a difference maker, and we are probably going to get him some value with this play as well because of Virginia defense. His total points probably going to be set 3 or 4 points lower than normal, and I'm going to be jumping all over it whenever it comes out. Give me David Jones over as my play going up against Virginia. Zach, who do you like tonight?
Well, can you get out of my head, Bear? Please. Like, you are ridiculous. Like, I think you are living in my dome, rent-free. But I'm going to pivot, and I am going to take a strange route here. I think I'm going to take Cincinnati. I'm going to take that Viktor, what's his face, for rebounds. He's a big man, and they're going up against a no-name team tomorrow, and I think they're really going to put it on. Viktor Lahken. He's getting about – yeah, he's a big Russian. He's getting about 13.6 points a game, but I really feel as though that his big presence deep down in their paint, down deep there in the paint, is going to make all the difference in the world. So I'm going to take him. Let's see. Is there a player prop on him for over his rebound number?
Probably not right now, but closer to game time tomorrow, we might get one. College is a lot more different than the pros. We usually don't get a line when we record at night, but looks like he's averaging 8 rebounds per game, so probably like 8.5.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the over on 8.5.
I think that's good. He's a 7 foot and he looks Russian. I mean, he looks like a mean dude. So I like that play there for you as well. Trey, let's take a look at the graphic. Have you start us off?
Say as soon as he said the big Vlad guy from Cincinnati, I knew exactly who he was talking about. That guy's a menace. But for me, I'm going to be going with Montana State here, -2.5 against Southern Utah. They're the home team. Actually, even went up a point to -3.5. I'm not scared of it because I think they're going to easily win this game. So I love that play. And I'm also going with Bryce Hopkins to go over his points versus Marquette. The dude's averaging over 20 points against them in his career. So he's going to show up for this big game.
Yeah, and I've got David Jones over his points against Virginia, averaging 20-plus points per game this season. Should get a little bit of a discount, probably 16.5 points, so I love that one. And then give me Memphis, -2.5. We're going to see what this team's made of going up against Virginia. Probably going to be a little bit more low-scoring game, but if Memphis gets to 65, 70 points, I think they take this one. So give me them -2.5 there. Guys, that's going to do it for NCAA basketball plays for December 19th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's two options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,